This is a little bit of core strength, a little bit of yoga. I'm a physical therapist, so we've got the PT aspect. This is for you if you need some injury prevention. You just want to get a stronger core. You're active, maybe you're over 40, whatever. PT tips, injury prevention, that's the name of the game. Also, just getting stronger abs, right? Grab a weight if you want. Weights are optional. Always suggested, but optional. We're gonna start off in standing, get through a little bit of mobility, right? Key to injury prevention, a little bit of mobility, a little bit of strength. You gotta have both. So let's get started. We're gonna start off in standing, take it down onto the mat for our little core power session. 3 moves, 3 rounds. Stretch, done, that's it. Subscribe to the channel to get notifications. I host live class every Friday and almost every Monday. So reach to the sky. Let's get a nice long inhale, reach. Get some length in your spine. Use this warm up just as kind of an easy yoga flow, just to kind of check in with your body. Just see how everything's feeling. Noting if there's any tightness, any stress anywhere, let it go. We've got 30 minutes. Reach to the sky, elongate, crown of the head to the ceiling. Nice tall spine, lengthen. Here, 1 breath. Exhale, forward fold, bring the arms all the way down, shake it out. Knees are soft, give your back some support, keep the knees nice and soft, shake it out, release any tension. Again, modify as needed. Always modify based on what is right for your body. That's my PT tips of the day. Hang out here for 1 more breath. On your next inhale, halfway lift, flat back. This is your hip hinge. Hinging at the hips. Learn how to do this safely, right? Abs are braced. Straightening out the legs if you want more of a stretch. If this feels okay on the back, hold it here. Nice little hammy stretch. Abs are on, chin is tucked in, 1 breath. Starting off slow, we'll speed it up. Bring your hands down, step back into plank. Nice strong plank. I want you to spread your fingers wide, push away from the mat. Engage in your plank. Don't just hang out here. Push away. Active shoulders. Strong, stable. 1 breath here. Tuck the chin in. Nice aligned spine. And then exhale, knees down. Slowly lower elbows close to your sides. Uncurl your toes. Get ready for a nice little back extension. Baby cobra. Inhale up. Gentle. Pull the shoulder blades down your back. Engage those lats. I'll remind you of that again. Pull the shoulders down the back, support the lower back. Easy extension here. Abs are on just a little bit. And then exhale back down. Really mellow first round. Uncurl your toes, push yourself back, downward facing dog. That is the whole flow. It is yoga. It is not that complicated. Pedal your feet, give your calf and ankles a nice stretch in downward dog. I want you to drive your butt way high up to the sky. So this should look flat in that upper back, not here, here, right? Push your butt up high, pedal the feet, nice way to get those ankles and your calf loosened up. Ankle mobility is a key to unlock the knee. If you've got knee issues, work on those ankles. That's a big player. Walk your hands back to your feet when you're ready. Rolling up 1 vertebrae at a time, articulate through your spine. Let's go through round 2. We're gonna speed it up. This is just our warm up. We're just getting started. Inhale, reach to the sky, 30 minutes. Mobility and then strength. Inhale, reach, lengthen, crown of the head to the ceiling, ears over shoulders. This is aligned posture. Focus. Exhale, forward fold. Knees are soft. Protect your back. Hold it 1 breath here. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. This is your hip hinge, your deadlift. Hold it. Brace with your abs. Hands come down, plank. Strong supported plank. Push away from the mat. Fingers are spread wide. Tuck the chin in. Alignment. And then exhale, knees down or all the way down if you have the stability in your shoulders and your core. Great way to work on your push-up strength, right? Lowering yourself down. Uncurl your toes. Push yourself up into cobra or up dog. If this feels good on your back, enjoy this, right? We spend so much of our day hunched over everything. Get some extension. Your spine needs to move in all directions, not just hunched over your computer, your bike, your computer, your TV, your car, whatever. So extend the spine here. Abs should be on just a little bit, right? Pull the shoulder blades down your back, right? I talked about that earlier. Engage those back muscles to support your lower back. And then exhale back down. Push yourself back, downward facing dog. We've got 1 more round, and then that is it. We are moving on. We're gonna do some chair pose today, which is your squat. Again, booty up high. This should feel, if you're like me and you're tight, this is kind of a really strong stretch on your hamstrings, maybe your calf. Pedal the feet. Work those ankles, pedal, pedal, pedal. Last round, guys. Walk your hands back to your feet. I always start with this yoga flow because it's a great way to get some mobility, movement, supple joints. We need that, right? Not just strength. So add it in when you can. This is good for everybody. Even if you don't have injury, right? Just keep yourself supple. Supple spine and joints. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Use the breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Flatten the back. Bring your hands down to plank. Last time through. This should feel very solid. Hold it here, pushing away. Exhale, lower however you need to. Elbows are close to your sides. Uncurl your toes. Press yourself up into cobra if you can, if this feels good. Engage those lats. Pull the shoulders down the back. Exhale back down with control. Your upper body is a part of your core, right? You need that shoulder posture. It's not just abs. Push yourself back, downward facing dog. Let's move on. So let's do a tiny bit more with our plank and our downward dog, right? So again, you don't need to be great at yoga. You don't even need to be that flexible to get something out of this. We're just using this to warm up some easy mobility. So bring your hands further in front of you. Just add a little bit more core challenge to this. So I'm widening my downward dog, right? If you need to take a break at any time, please do so. I'm gonna rock forward into plank, stacked shoulders. I'm not in front, aligned, right? My hands are right underneath my shoulders, and then I'm gonna exhale back. So just do a few of those. Just a little bit of shoulder strength, a little bit of abs. If you can reach with one hand to that opposite shin, add some obliques and tap. Last week we did a lot of oblique work in class. Today we will have some more. We're gonna mix it up with a little bit of some harder holds. Just do a few of these if you can. If not, that's okay. If you wanna take a break and just rest in child's pose, that's okay too. Last few here, we're not doing that many. In 3, in 2, last one. Just waking up that core a little bit. Walk your hands back to your feet, come into standing. Chair pose is last part of our warm-up. Your chair pose is your squat, right? So our hinge is our deadlift. Our squat, here, up and down. You need both in life, right? This is not just about weightlifting. This is about just having a resilient spine, being able to pick things up without hurting yourself. So let's work on it, right? If you got weights, you can grab them in here, right? If you want to just do some squats, options. I got my little kettlebell here at my chest, my goblet squat, right? You can have it at your sides, back squat. If you don't have weights, that's okay too. I'm just gonna walk you through this. So give yourself a nice wide stance, right? This is not like traditional yoga like this. I want you to give your hips some space, right? So that you can get low into your squat. Inhale, reach to the sky. Root your feet into the ground. That means your heels and your toes are pressing in. And then exhale, sink back into your squat, right? So that's what that's gonna look like. Inhale, reach. Nice wide stance, giving my hips some room so that I can get low into my squat. Hold it here. Root your feet into the ground. Eyes are looking forward. Stay low in your squat. Whatever depth is working for you, right? Listen to your body. Sink your hips back. My weight is in my heels. Keep holding it here. My toes are planted though. I'm not rocking back. Toes are pressing down. Maintain contact. My abs are engaged. My shoulders are pulled down my back. Engage those lats. Eyes looking forward or maybe a little bit below the horizon. Pull the shoulder blades down. Flattening the back here. If you can't maintain a flat back with the arms, bring them lower, right? I care the most about this. And hold it for 4. For 3, stay low, work those glutes and quads, 2. And 1, stand it up, shake the legs out. Now if you've got the weights, you could just turn this into a more dynamic squat, which would be here, right? So you can do that while we're holding. In fact, if you have weights, I would suggest you make this a little bit more dynamic. If you don't, follow me. We're just gonna hold this 2 more times. That's it. Focus on your squat. Focus on your depth. Getting that booty low, but actually engaging here and here, right? Inhale, reach. Back is flat. Exhale, sink back and down into your squat. My weight is in my heels. Maybe get lower this time. Again, if you got tight hips, give your hips some space here. You can turn the feet out. You can have them forward. Just give them some space so you can get nice and low in your squat, as low as you can. I'm still maintaining this. Everyone's gonna look different. Some of you might be here, some of you might be here. Some of that's gonna depend on your ankle mobility. We did that in the beginning. So we pedal the feet out. Hold it here. Abs are braced. My toes are planted. I'm not here. Engage the entire foot for 4. For 3, if you've got the weights, you're going up and down, right? For 2. And last one, stand it up. Shake it out. Last time through. And then we're almost done with the warm-up into that core series. Here, this is my base. This is my core. Engage. Here, when I say flat back, I really mean neutral. But just maintain that you don't want to be here, right? Inhale, reach. Last time. Exhale, sink low into your chair. Keep holding. If you've got the weights, maybe you're coming up and down. Weight is close to my chest or here. Keep holding. Whatever version you're doing for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Stand up, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. All right, let's get into our core series. I'm gonna talk you through it. So let's just do a little bit of cat-cow to finish out our warm-up while I talk us through this series. So we've got 3 moves. We've got a hold at the end. We've got a little bit of obliques at the beginning, easy. It's gonna start off easy. And then we've got a reverse crunch in the middle. So it's a pretty challenging sequence, modify as needed. So we've got bicycle crunches in the beginning, easy peasy. Everyone knows how to do some bicycles. Then we've got a reverse crunch. I will show you options. And then we have a hold. So we've got a hollow body hold. I might add a little bit of a spicy finish to that. We'll see. So a little bit of everything. Static hold, dynamic work, obliques, deep core, everything. Come onto your back, bicycle crunches. So we've got 3 moves, 3 rounds. That is the gist of it. Every class is like that. Mobility, core, strength. Here, maintain control. The key to this class is focusing on what is your intention. So first move, obliques. I'm here, I'm braced. My head is tucked back into my hands. Legs come up. This is my setup. I'm adding bicycles. Let's start this first move. Again, modify as needed, but I want you guys to really focus on this first move, obliques. The goal is really some nice rotation all the way across. Aim for some nice movement. It's not about yanking on your neck. Keep that chin tucked in. Keep that neck supported. Push your head back into your hands to support that neck better. And then go for some nice extension. Length. Rotate. Your belly button is your axis of rotation. It's not this. I don't know what this is. This is like this little baby wimpy obliques. Really get into those oblique muscles. Understand where you're working so that you can be more efficient and effective. Get your brain here. Where am I working? Obliques across the body. That's generating power, stability, opposite arm to leg. We need this for life, for sports, for running, for swimming, anything you can think of. You're going to need some oblique work. So this is part of our core. This is exercise 1. Exercise 2, deep core. Reverse crunch, pelvic floor, the bottom part of our core. Last move is going to be this holding. That's kind of everything, so some stability work. All right, so that is the workout for the day. Starting off with this first round, you can spice it up, add some speed. I want you to go for that full rotation. Twist, twist, twist. We've got a few more. You should be feeling kind of fatiguing, right? Still breathing, still breathing. Love my bicycle crunches, really basic move, but effective. Let's do 4. In 3, in 2, and 1, relax. Next move, I want you to press your lower back down. This is key here. Maintain this lower back press down the entire time. That is the key. That's my PT tip for the day. Exhale, lift, and tap. I'm gonna give you options. Level 1 is gonna be just this. Squeeze, lift that booty, and then press the feet down. Level 2, maybe you scoop. Level 3, full scoop. Again, this is advanced. You want to feel that lower back pressing down the whole time. If your lower back is not connected, and that's gonna have to be from here, you're putting a lot of strain on your lower back. It's gonna hurt your lower back. That is not the point of this exercise. The point of this exercise is here. If you're having trouble, I'm gonna also suggest lift your head up for a few. So I always tell my patients, right, my PT patients, I'm like, hey, lift your head up. That's gonna help you press down in the front. right? The goal is with these exhale, squeeze, lift, and then I keep that lower back pressed on the entire time. So don't get cocky and say, oh, I'm gonna go all the way down. If your lower back is lifting, you've got to really listen to your body. So do whichever version feels right for you, right? I always have to remind people that the way that the instructor is doing it is maybe not the way that you're going to do it, right? You got to do what's best for you. This is you. I'm just your guide. If you have a bigger, stronger leg, it's also going to be harder to support. So really do what's right for you. Exhale, squeeze. These are challenging, no matter which version you do. You should be feeling that burn as the legs get away from you. Let's do 4 more. 3 more. This is hard. We got a hard one coming next. 2. And rest. Whew. I feel that in the abs. The lowering part is hard, right? Maintaining that stability. Deep core stability. So we've got a hollow body hold next. This is a 30-second hold. I'm going to show you guys some options, right? So level 1 is going to look like your hundreds and Pilates. You're just holding. Not that exciting. Level 2, legs come out. Level 3 here, guess what? Your lower back needs to be glued down. You got 30 seconds. So really stabilize. Let's start that off in 4, in 3, in 2, lower back is pressing down, rib cage is down. Whichever version you're doing, you've got 30 seconds. When I say rib cage down, I mean like this. That's gonna help lock you in back here. Control here to stabilize here. Lower back, I can't even get a finger back here, right? Your lower back is glued to the floor. 10 seconds. We're almost done, guys. Then we got those bicycle crunches again. Round 2. We're speeding it up in 3. In 2, challenge yourself. And 1. Woo! Said those were hard. They're hard, right? I'm gonna make them even harder. All right, so round 2, bicycle crunch. Bring that rib cage. When I say down, I mean like this. Right here. Abs, solid, rock hard. Let's get into it, bicycle crunch. We're not really using the weights today. Friday we'll use more weights. But just know, anytime you add weights to your core, you're gonna add more challenge, you get more out of it, more ab definition. Also, it's a great way to add in some upper body strength. So if you don't do a lot of upper body work, add in more weights, right? Rotation right through here, belly button, that's my axis of rotation. What muscles am I working? Keep that chin tucked in. My head is pushed back into my hands. My legs are fully extended. I'm getting some nice rotation in my upper back. Mobility is key. If you have a really stiff upper back and you can't even rotate, you're not really gonna be firing your obliques very well. So that's why you kind of need both, right? You wanna get the most out of your core work, you gotta have some good mobility as well, right? Our body needs both, especially as we get older, right? Head is supported. I'm maybe adding some speed, changing the tempo here. Get ready, we're almost done. Got those reverse crunches next. Your abs should be feeling sore. My abs are already feeling sore from this. In a good way, not my lower back, my abs. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1 rest. Whew. Reverse crunch. Again, I'm squeezing, little pelvic floor squeeze to lift my legs up, like this, like an inch off the floor, bring that butt up. You pick whichever version is right for you. Arms can be wherever they need to be. Squeeze, lift, and lower. It's the lowering that's the hard part, right? The lift is easy, it's this. That leg getting away from you, maintaining that lower back controlled, supported, stable. I see people doing this all the time incorrectly. There is no arching in that lower back. As your legs go down, da-da-da-da, lower back is glued. And lifting your head up will help, right? You don't need to do it the entire time, but if your lower back is getting tired or sore, focus in on your form. Slow it down. Maybe you shorten up the move. Maybe you just do this. Squeeze, lift, and then drop, right? Get the moves correctly. Really work where you're trying to work. Otherwise, if you're just straightening your lower back, that is not the point of this core work. Let's do a few more, and then we have that hollow body hold. And then we have one more round, and then we're stretching, and that's it for today. You can be efficient, get a lot done in a short period of time if you know what to do. 2 more here. 1 more. And rest. Set yourself up, hollow body hold. Again, these are challenging moves. Lower back is pressed down. My abs are connected from here to here. Locked in. 30-second hold. Get ready in 3, in 2, in 1. Lift, hold, pick whichever version feels right to you. The higher the legs are, the easier. The lower, the harder. Again, if you've got a heavy, big leg, buff leg, this could be pretty hard for you to hold. So you've got to listen to your body, do what's right for you. You could also have the arms here. This is the full hollow body hold. We're almost done in 5. In 4, almost done, guys. In 3, 2, and rest. Last round, we're almost done. I see the finish line. Stay focused, stay together. Abs should be feeling this, right? This is not an easy circuit. My class is not beginner. I show you guys options and modifications and a lot of PT tips and cues, but this is not easy. Even bicycle crunches wear you down, right? You're doing them right. If you're doing them correctly, you should leave this class feeling sore in a good way. Like I did some work, my obliques tomorrow are my abs, my lower abs a little bit sore, right? In a good way. Maintain that chin tucked in. I don't want your neck just being sore at the end of class. That is not the point either, right? Hands are supporting my head. Finish strong. Let's add some speed. Let's speed through this last round. Get it done. I see the finish line. We've got to stretch. We're almost done. Twist, twist, fold. That doesn't mean I half-ass this motion. I'm still going through full range. 4, 3, 2, 1, reverse crunch, locked in, rib cage is pressed down, lower back start on the exhale. Last round. We've just got one more hollow body hold. That's it, guys. Then we get to stretch. The hard part is done. Whichever version you're doing, scoop. My abs are tired. I'm gonna shorten this up for myself because I feel like I'm getting fatigued. I don't want to strain my own back, right? You gotta also let your ego go. You gotta do what's right for you. Breathing. Squeeze. Your pelvic floor is a part of your core. Your diaphragm is the top, pelvic floor is the bottom. Connect, abs in the middle, lower back on the back. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1, rest. Hollow body hold, this is our last move. Make it count. Locked in, solid, right? Ripped abs. Visualize what that ab definition, solid, strong abs here. Locked in, right? Let's get ready. In 3, last one. In 2, connect, lift. 30 seconds. Tight abs. Tight, tight, tight. Lower back is pressed down. 30 seconds. You can do this. We are going to finish with some stretching. Easy peasy. Keep holding. Almost done. Almost there. In 5, in 4, in 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Reach to opposite ends of the room. Get some length in those abs. We just did all this crunchy, tight stuff. Get some length in your spine. Reach, reach. Some classes I'll add a little bit more lower back strengthening and stretching. Today we're just going to get right into that stretching. We might add a little bit more lower back work specifically on Friday. So subscribe to the channel just to get notifications of live class. You can also check the replay after. Hug your knees into your chest. Let's stretch. Give that lower back a nice little massage. Rock the knees side to side, easy. This should feel nice on the lower back. Again, I'm just going to take you through this quick mobility sequence. Please modify as needed based on what's right for you, or add in anything that feels good for your own back, right? This is your class. I'm just guiding you. Let that left leg extend long, shake it out, release any tension. Just notice where you feel any tension up and down the chain, right? Let it go, let it go. Let all that shit go, right? Roll your ankles and your toes around, get some nice healthy movement. The feet, that is your base of support. I cannot emphasize how important it is to have strong, healthy toes, feet, ankles. You will need them later, right? That is your base. Roll the ankles and the toes around. Roll that hip joint around, big hip joints. Get that hip moving. That is also your foundation. We want that pelvis, we want those hips to move, right? For life, not just for sports. Roll that hip around. And then I want you to grab with your left hand that right knee, that outside, and then bring that knee across your body and find the position that just feels right to you. Like it's a good stretch. Like it's stretching out your glutes, maybe lower back a little bit. Open that right arm out at an angle. And just give your chest and shoulders a nice stretch. Again, this is maybe gonna look different on you, right? Because we're all built differently. So if you wanna rotate more, you're like, oh, I like to twist more, or you're like, oh, this feels good like right here, or just here, because it really doesn't feel good on my back. Really figuring out what works for you, right? Head goes wherever it feels comfortable. Releasing tension, shake out the head, shake it out, release, let it go, let it go. Breathing into this whole right side, this whole line across everything, right? Inhale through the nose. And then exhale it out through the mouth. Nice little way to open up and help with digestion as well. Some of these rotational stretches, right? One more breath here. Enjoy the stretch. And then come back to center. Let's do a figure four stretch. Any version of this that feels good. Any hip opener, you can have it here. You can reach through for thread the needle. Any version that feels good to you, go for it. If you're hugging with this thread the needle, roll the shoulders. Releasing any tension in the shoulders, the neck, little. Shake the head out side to side. Just noting where you feel any other tension, any other stretches that feel good. Add them in. Slow down the breath. Inhale through the nose. And then exhale it out through the mouth. We'll finish with the left side. Just getting into these nice stretches, hips and back. Releasing tension. Last breath here. Exhale it out. Unwrap that right leg. Shake out that right leg. Hug that left knee in. Roll that left hip around. Just checking in. How's this left side feeling? How's my hips, my back? Nice little hip circles. Easy, mellow. And then bring that knee across your body. Same thing, other side. Finding that position that just feels right to you, right? Here, 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 wherever. Nice angle. Open that left arm out. Give your chest and shoulders a nice little stretch, a little rotation. Right, again, getting into some nice mobility for the spine as we twist. Head goes wherever it feels comfortable. Let it go. Release tension. Slow down the breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. One more breath here. And then when you're ready, come back to center, figure four, left side. We are almost done with class. We made it. We got some stretching, some mobility, some yoga, some core work. All that. Reaching through, some squats, right? In our chair pose. Release tension in the shoulders, roll them out, roll them out. Shake the head side to side. Relax the jaw. Breathe into that left hip. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Let the shoulders sink. One more breath here. We're going to finish in seated, and then we are done with class. Last breath here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. All that air out. Unwrap those feet. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. Roll yourself onto your side into seated. Sitting up nice and tall. Just our last seated posture reminder. You can sit however you want. You don't need to sit cross-legged. I want you guys just to take this with you through the rest of the day. Good posture, right? It's not about perfect. It's about just alignment. Ears over shoulders. Just take this with you through the rest of the day. Ears over shoulders. Tuck the chin in. Crown of the head to the ceiling. Tall spine. This is what we want to think about through the rest of our day. Inhale, reach to the sky. Crown of the head to the ceiling. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale it out. One more time, and that is it for today. Thank you for coming. Inhale, lengthen, reach. And exhale it out. That is it for today. Thank you guys so much for coming. Join me next time. Take care of your bodies. Do all the things. I hope you got something good out of class. I will see you guys next time. See you later.